Please welcome to the Tower Theater, Cash Levy.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's a real thrill doing my comedy special at one of the great historic theaters in all of America. Yeah. In fact, I'd like to do something I've never done on television before. I'm going to need a female volunteer and some privacy. And oh, you still want to volunteer? This is very rare for this portion of the show. I'm not sure she heard the punchline. Last time I was in this part of the country, someone took me hunting for the first time. Any hunters here this evening? Yeah? What do you hunt back there, sir? Hunt deer?
Yep, deer.
Yeah, what else?
Bear.
Bear? Yeah, if I hunted bear, I might start with that. He's like, because they're really ferocious. You know, a lot of people here. He's like, I hunt deer. Like the most gentle animal. You hunt bear, let's start with that. I'd be bragging about that. Did you kill some bear?
Chase them with dogs.
You chase bears with dogs. I'm not sure I would call that hunting. You chase bears with dogs. Are you sure the dogs feel comfortable with this? What are you doing while the dogs are chasing the bear? You drinking? How big are your dogs? They're little dogs. Where are they right now? Are they at the trailer park? Where are they? But it doesn't seem fair to the dogs to have to chase the bears. Your dogs are like, what the hell kind of owner do we have? I mean, he's got guns and stuff. He's out killing deer. We have to chase bears? What's up with that? How many bears have your dogs chased down, sir? That's a pretty simple question. He has to think about it. I mean, is it in the hundreds or something? Do your dogs just often bring bears home? I'm getting hungry. I hope the bear's here soon. Hope our little dogs pull them in. It's been like 3 days those dogs have been gone. Where's our bear meat? How many bears have your dogs killed, sir?
Well, they don't. The bears, the dogs don't kill the bears.
Oh, they don't? Okay, what do they do when they get to the bear? They just talk? They're just like, my owner's coming. Yeah, you better run.
They run them up in the tree
They run the bear up into the tree. Now, why would the bear be afraid of these little tiny dogs that you have? Do your dogs have like special powers in your world? Because I'm starting to think this whole thing is bullshit. Why would the bear run away from the dog? That's what I'm trying to get to.
They're fast.
The dogs are fast. Yeah, but cats are fast too, and they run away from dogs. This is one of the more illogical conversations I've ever had. So how many bears did you get last year?
I didn't get any.
None. Year before? None. You know what, guys? In that case, we're all bear hunters. Well, sir, I went hunting. You would have loved it. I went turtle hunting. This is hunting for the lazy man, let me tell you. We're out there with the rifles. You missed a turtle. Reload. He's walking away. I'm like, this is cool. Why don't you go pick up the turtle? Why do you have to shoot it? Well, that would be hot now. What a 10. Damn city boy. Felt bad. I can't put a turtle head on my wall. How much pride would you feel? These are my turtle heads. Put up a hell of a fight. Let's step over to my bear room over here. Notice it's completely empty. I was trying to justify the cruel stuff we do to animals. I mean, horses like to be ridden. Mm-hmm. They love it. Mm-hmm. No, they don't. You don't see them saddling themselves up, riding each other. Then there's dogs, man's best friend. I don't know. I don't usually feed my friends the same thing for 15 years. No wonder they eat shoes and couches. We're not maiming animals, we're killing them. We try to justify. How do you justify killing an innocent fly? They spread diseases. Well, so did my ex-girlfriend. I didn't kill her. Bitch gave me polio. So I have some friends that live here in town. My friends are delusional about their jobs. They always try to lie about their jobs, try to make it sound better than it is. Do you know these people? What do you do for a living, my friend?
Bartender.
You're a bartender. Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been bartending?
10 years.
10 years. Wow. Do you ever give people a little less drink, keep some for yourself? Oh, you do? You actually short people drink sometimes. That's what you're saying? No, never. No, even though you just said you did. You're not a very good liar, sir. Never cheat on this woman. She's like, did you cheat on me? No, really? Yeah. That's great. We got a bartender. How about you, sir? A guy with a ruler on? I want to see what you got going. Where do you work?
I'm a funny farmer.
You're a funny farmer? I don't even know what that means. This whole show at times has felt like one big misunderstanding, really. Guys, I don't know how you guys feel about me, but I'm definitely gonna tell my friends about you. Because I don't know what a funny farmer is. What is that, sir? Everyone seems to like it.
You'd have to come out to the funny farm and see it.
I'd have to see it? Well, I'm a little nervous about doing that if you don't tell me what the hell it is. Generally, I don't just go places. I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Well, there's a love pond.
There's a love pond? It's bad when the comedian doesn't know why anything's funny. It's a bad situation. Can someone tell me what the funny farm is? Or is this just going to be a citywide joke all week? All week, that'll be the joke on me. He never found out what the funny farm was. Then he went out there and we surprised him. We threw him in the love pool. And he was raped by a fish. I don't know what happens there. Huh? They have goats? This guy's like, they got goats? I'm going right now. They have goats. The plot thickens. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming out. I don't think I'll ever know what really happens at the funny farm. But that's okay. One more friend here with the plaid on. What's your job? A highway flagger. That's kind of fun. You can get people to crash if you feel like it. Right? You have a lot more power than people realize. You're just like, right? Do you ever mess with bicyclists? Just flag them into a ditch? My friends lie about their jobs, try to make it sound better than it is. You know these people. I own a car wash. Now you own a hose. I'm a ballerina. You dance at a strip bar. I'm an import-export. You sell marijuana to high school kids. I work at the funny farm. You sell marijuana to high school kids. I have other friends, though. They're very vague about their jobs. You never quite know what they do for a living. A big picture, I set up an eco-friendly infrastructure. Synchronizing, synthesizing, synergizing companies and their subsidiaries, creating a bilateral platform or go-between for symbiotic product placement, orchestrating a transmutation, which allows a win-win for the client, then spins it off in other co-habitual relationships for their clients. That's great. How long have you been unemployed? About 5 years. About 5 years. I have a friend that's walking a marathon for cancer. Yeah, he called, he wanted some money, I pledged him. Found out the other day, no, stop. I found out the other day, half marathon. He's like, same thing. I'm like, no, it'd be the same thing if you did it on one leg. Yeah, I'm gonna invite you to my 100th birthday party when I turn 50. Like, same thing. I'm like, no, I want my wedding present back. You're probably just living with her. I've reminded thousands of people walk for cancer. I think it's for a great cause. I've done it myself. But you know what we found out from this cancer walking? Walking doesn't seem to cure cancer. Maybe we should save money on shoes and buy microscopes. How about curing cancer for cancer? Yeah, you know what? All this walking around, I'm starting to think walking causes cancer. It's so arbitrary. It's, can I have some money? I'm bowling for irritable bowel syndrome. I have some cash. I'm drinking for drunk driving. Can you pledge me? I'm doing a circle jerk for cystic fibrosis. But my friends are delusional. I often hear my friends say things like, I'm not very photogenic. I don't take good pictures. I think if you consistently don't like the pictures you're getting back, you may not be a very attractive creature. Try this. Check yourself out in the mirror. Does it look about the same? Perhaps you're ugly. Or maybe you're not mirrorgenic. These same people say, I don't test well. Maybe you're stupid. I'm not book smart. Learn to read. I'm big boned. Yes, but those bones are covered with gristle. Governor, women say, men are intimidated by me. That's because you haven't shaved since 1964. Perhaps they think you're a bear. Here's my least favorite phrase. You should smile more. Maybe I smile when you're not around. Have you ever noticed when you get a big group of people together, the most boring person there will dominate the conversation? Right? They always want to tell you what they ate that day. Like, I give a crap what you had for lunch. Unless you swallowed a sword or a leprechaun, I don't want to hear about it. And I don't want to know about your allergies either. The only way your allergies could be interesting to me is if you were to eat some peanuts and I could watch your face blow up like a pufferfish. Don't tell me, show me your allergies. Entertain me with your frailty. Do we have any allergetic people up front today? Anybody? Yes, what are you allergic to, ma'am?
Dogs, cats, grass, dust mites, and pine.
I'm not sure you should be out this evening. I think some of those creatures might be out. Oh, she just pulled her inhaler out. It's a unique moment for a show like this. I have my inhaler. I'm allergic to comedy, too. One time I went to the funny farm, and I sneezed the whole time because I'm allergic to goats. And they kicked me out, and I couldn't go to the love pool. That's awesome. What happens to you when you like see what was it? Mice, rat? What would it?
You mean dogs, cats, grass, dust mites, and
Well, I don't know how you live here because there's dogs everywhere. I mean, I saw a cat walking a dog.
I have 3 cats and a dog.
You have 3 cats and a dog? Yeah, that doesn't seem like good house planning. She's like, okay, I'm allergic to stuff. Let's put them all in the house with me. And then I'll complain about it all the time. But I can get an inhaler and show it to 400 people. That's awesome. What happens to you? It's like what happens? Do you blow up or
I
your eyes
get
watery? Sneezy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I bring.
Do you think your cats know how allergic you are? Maybe you should take that inhaler and spray them in the face. Instead of putting your own mouth, just start getting rid of the animals that way. Yeah, maybe you should carry mace.
It doubles.
It doubles, yeah. Yeah, what's your name?
Yolene.
Yulene, yeah, very interesting creature. There have been times tonight where this show has just felt like one big, cruel, practical joke. Most of my friends are very entertaining, though, you know? Some of them are superior to me in every way. Makes me feel bad about myself. I have a friend that, like, put together all the parts in his garage and built an engine. Yeah, I can't even figure out how to get the drawstring back in my shorts. You need at least one friend that you're superior to. Makes you feel better about yourself, right? That's why a lot of people have kids. They create a friend. They can beat at basketball. I have one friend I'm superior to. He's always using famous quotes at inappropriate times. Yeah, one time he's like, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Yeah, not the best defense for sexual harassment. He smokes a lot. One time he's like, dude, I only smoke when I drink. It's the only time you see me smoking when I've been drinking. I'm like, dude, you smoke all the time. He's like, that's because I'm an alcoholic. I think it's weird justifying doing one bad thing by doing another. It's like, dude, I only rape when I pillage. He picked up an even worse vice, too, when he quit smoking. You never quit one thing and end up with something healthier, do you? It's never, thank God for carrots. Without carrots, I never could have kicked cocaine. Do you have anybody with any bad habits here this evening? Let's ask around. Sir, do you have any bad habits? You must have some vice. You must have a vice, right? Smoking, drinking, what do? You look like sort of a rocker. You sort of have a flock of seagulls look. I know that's an old school reference, but you're kind of, I like it, dude. If I had hair, I'd be doing some shit like that. What do you do here in town?
Oh, I go to high school.
Oh, you're in high school? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to make fun of you. Years from now, when I'm like in an assisted living place, you're going to come there and just taunt me. You're like, yeah, I'm the hair dude, and I still got it. Yeah, old man. Yeah, what do you think of me now? Still younger than you. I'm getting sold. I'm starting to daydream about assisted living. Kind of sounds like a good thing, you know? What if they have fake IDs to get into those places? Says here you're 97? Yeah, I had work done. Now give me my sponge bath. So you're in high school. Is this your girlfriend here? Oh, wow. You guys are so beautiful and young and in love. Do you guys ever have the sleepovers? Do you ever do the slumber party? Yeah. These cameras have power. You ever do the sleepover? No? She looks kind of confused. She's like, what would you call last night? Mr. Flock of Seagulls?
He doesn't know who that is.
He what? No, what did you say?
He said he doesn't know who that is.
He doesn't know who that is?
Flock of seagulls.
Oh, Flock of Seagulls. I know. That's why I said it's an old reference. What is it, comedy karaoke night now? She's trying to help me. She's like, he doesn't know. This isn't working. He doesn't even get the reference. Yeah, there was this group in the 60s. See, I'm gonna mess with him now. Give him some bad information. That's cool, dude. So you never do the sleepovers?
Once or twice.
Once? Twice? It's all coming out now. Once, twice, 3 times later. Yeah. You probably haven't heard that one. That's one of Flock of Seagulls' hits. He doesn't know the difference. Where are we from here tonight? These guys are cool. You guys go to high school too? Wow, all these high school kids. My favorite, we've got a young high schooler back here. Wait, what school do you go to?
3 Rivers Elementary.
3 Rivers. Yeah, that must get confusing. I feel bad now I did some weed jokes. Is that okay? Do you ever smoke weed with your mom? Oh my God, her mom's like, yeah. Didn't need this on camera. Hope this crap doesn't air. That's awesome. You ever smoke weed? Stay away from the weed. The weed's bad. Young people shouldn't try drugs, right? Because you have so much to lose. It's old people that should try them. Right? That's right. You know, when I get old, give me 3 weeks to live, I'm gonna be dropping acid every day. We're gathered here today to honor Cash. Although he couldn't see or hear or breathe at the end of his life, he died on the happiest day of his existence, the day he discovered angel dust, which he purchased at the Funny Farm. Because I'll bet you can get some pretty good shit at the Funny Farm. Whatever it is. People here drink a lot too, don't they? Yeah. Yeah. You know you have a drinking problem when you feel it necessary to have a tailgate party at your 5-year-old daughter's dance recital? I don't think the Nutcracker requires Jell-O shots and a pony keg. I had a friend quit drinking and he got really tough to be around because he'd preach a lot. There should be intervention for people like this. How your friends and family sit you down. Bob, we can't stand to see you this way. We're gonna need you to start drinking again. I'm sure you were annoying before, but at least you'd pass out once in a while. Yeah. We've found that sober, you're a miserable prick. I love it here. It's dry here. Yeah. Woke up this morning next to my own skin. Lizard came up to me. He's like, dude, got any lotion? But I've been surprised at how chilly it's been this week. And you guys try to defend the cold weather. Like, I like all the seasons. When the leaves change, yeah, the leaves aren't changing, they're dying. The seasons would be great if they weren't so repetitive. It's the same seasons in the same order. That's why I'm excited about global warming. We're gonna get some brand new seasons. Like, oh, what a beautiful year we had last year. What a gorgeous sprawl. Leaves just burst into flames. Then we had the 6 months of flooding and darkness, but you know what? That's bummer. That's bummer. Summer's the only season, right? In the summertime, it never gets dark at 2 in the afternoon. You can have a hole in your sock, no one loses a toe. Here's something you never see people do in the summertime. People go, I like spring. You like spring because you know summer's coming. Spring's the foreplay. Summer's the sex. Fall is the falling asleep afterwards. And winter is the waking up alone in a cold apartment and she's stolen all your crap. But people try to create sports to get us through the winter. Crazy sports that are so dangerous we forget just how cold we are. Like snowboarding. Yeah. Do you snowboard, sir? You don't really look like a snowboarder. You look more like a lumberjack. Do you snowboard down and then cut the trees afterwards? Just so your path isn't impeded? What do you do for a living, my man? You build waterfalls. I kind of thought that was nature's job. What do you mean you build waterfalls? You design them? Where do they fall? Wherever I want. All right, let's do one here. Forget the show, this is some good stuff. I'd like a waterfall coming right off this stage. I'd like it to say Cash Levy, since everything else up here does. What's the biggest waterfall you've built? $150,000? I didn't mean how much money it cost. I meant how far did it fall? He's like, 2 or 3 feet. But it was really wide. It was like a lake fall. How long was that waterfall? How far did that drop? 3 different ones that fell 5 stories. Yeah, was someone underneath to catch the fall? A pond. Okay, yeah, he's kind of making fun of me now. He's like, it's called a pond, Chuckle Monkey. That's great. Well, it was nice to meet you, sir. So you snowboard, my friend, huh? Yeah. I went snowboarding once. Our instructor did a faceplant off the first lift. That doesn't give you a lot of confidence. See your instructor get taken off on a stretcher. Before he died, he told us the key to a good landing is to put your arms in front of your shoulders and go into the roll position. The roll position. This way your shoulders take most of the punishment. Yeah, so does your fractured beak. But I love the slang. Everybody's out there shredding, getting sick. I was just trying to keep up with the lingo. This guy yelled at me from a lift. He's like, nice still fish, dude, nice still fish. Gnarly Turk feather to you. So the guy's like, awesome crab cakes, excellent bean dip. They're very poetic, these snowboarders. One of them came up to me in the forest. He's like, to shred or not to shred? That is the question. Whether 'tis gnarlier in the pipe to sever the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, by ripping an old school alley-oop jib bonking rail slide, or to take arms against a sea of troubles by ripping a fat, grassy, revered half-carve. Aye. There's the rub, my gnarly, big-panted cousin. Yes, I said 2 half-pipes diverge in a wood, and I took the pipe less traveled by. Then I cracked my skull in a tree branch. Yeah, I went snowboarding up on that Donner Pass in California. Yeah. I was thinking about the Donner Party when I was up there, boy. That's a real misuse of the word party, don't you think? I've been to parties that had mushrooms or brownies, but when you're eating other people, that's no longer a party. That's a banquet. I don't know how those idiots got stuck up on that mountain either. Interstate 80 is right there. But you guys are so spiritual up here in the mountains, aren't you? Yeah, I took a yoga class down the street. So spiritual, yeah. Yeah, some yoga fans up in the balcony. Just stretching out up there. Getting comfortable. Namaste. I tried yoga down the street. Our instructor enjoyed our pain. The entire session was like, feel the stretch, feel the burn. Feel the muscle separate from the bone. That's good. Now put your face on the back of your neck. Breathe into your face. Feel the stretch, feel the burn. Massage your liver with your mind. Make it dance, feel the burn. The burn is in your imagination. I just turned up the heat to 358 degrees. Person next to you just burst into flames. Think of the $20 it cost you to get this hot, stinky hellhole. Feel the burn. I got married a few years ago, and I love my wife, but I still, yeah, thank you. I still like to go out and get girls' phone numbers. I just don't call them back anymore. At this point, for me, it's just more catch and release than anything else. So girls, if a guy doesn't call you back, don't feel bad. He was probably just out sport fishing. I had to give up the life. I was starting to lose my youthful looks. Guys, you know you're losing your good looks when you fool around with a girl. Afterwards, look yourself in the mirror, go, man, what was she thinking? Try to console her afterwards. It's okay, you were drunk. Relationships are tough, though, aren't they? You two in a relationship? You two? How long you two been going out? 5.5 years. Yeah, don't want to rush into anything. I understand 5.5 years. I mean, the longer you're in a relationship, the harder it is to get out, you know? Kind of like having a bullet lodged in your stomach, you know? The longer it's in there, the safer it is to just leave it be. So my first girlfriend wanted to get a little bit more serious. I had to use the old wild stallion technique to keep her at bay. And you should have tried this a few years ago. I said, babe, I'm like a wild stallion. You try to put a saddle on a wild stallion, he'll run and he'll run and he'll run some more. But if you let a wild stallion run free, he may come back to the barn. Yeah, she didn't buy it either. She shot me in the stomach. I don't care. She didn't pay for anything the entire relationship. Not once did she reach into her wallet, pull out some cash. At one point, she said, a penny for your thoughts. I said, I'll need to see the money up front. And you never get any rest at her house during a sleepover, do you? Do you guys ever have the sleepovers? You guys ever have the, yeah? Is anyone, who's your spokesperson between, I'm sure your person, who, sleepovers? You do? Okay, yeah, someone's gonna burn in hell. Anyway. Yeah, I feel bad about that. You never getting arrested at her house during a sleepover, do you? She's wrapped around you all night like a sick panda monkey. Your arms crushed underneath her all evening, her hair's in your face, suffocating you. You can feel her dog's hot, stinky breath on your leg. You can hear Dad snoring in the next room. Your boyfriend keeps calling and calling. Twins are suckling on both breasts. The joke gets more and more disgusting. But my last girlfriend had a cat that was diabetic. At 6:30 every morning, she'd have to get up, go home, give her cat medicine, out of the bed all to myself. Sweet. I got spoiled. What are the odds I'm gonna find another girlfriend with a diabetic cat? I'm gonna have to give diabetic cats as gifts. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't feed it Snickers. The most romantic holiday of the year has just come and gone. Did you guys do something special? You came here, yeah. But you came here on Halloween? Because Halloween's the most romantic holiday of the year. Right? Because the girls that need love, they're all decked out accordingly. Right? You don't have like a witch, you have like a hot, sexy witch that wants to ride your broom. Right? Yeah. You don't have like a nurse, you have like a slutty nurse that wants to take your temperature. And guys, if you have any kind of deformity, that's the one night of the year where you can cover that thing up. Say you're going bald, slap a wig on that bad boy. Maybe you're not very well endowed, throw down on a sizable codpiece. That's why it ticks me off when I see people piss away this holiday. Last year, saw a guy dressed as a pickle. Women have signs around their necks saying, hit on me. You have a pickle on your head, you're cock blocking yourself. Saw a computer programmer dressed as a nerd. You are a nerd. At least be a superhero nerd with a sizable codpiece. What were you for Halloween, my friend? Milkman. A milkman. I like where you're going with that, yeah. Because, yeah, it's a good thing, because milkmen, they always get laid in the pornos, don't they? It's always a milkman, or you could have been like a yard guy or a pool guy. That would have been good. How'd you do that night?
I was a kitty cat.
You were a kitty cat. Oh, that's, yeah, you were ready to. Kind of seems like you still are a kitty cat a little bit. You've got a nice, so, no, she seems furry, that's all. Oh, don't turn on me now. That's great. You were a kitty cat. Did you meet that night, or did you coordinate this? A milkman and a kitty cat, so she could drink from your cup. Your loving cup. Huh? It wasn't coordinated. It was just luck that you were going to drink from his. Is that where you met? It is? You met on Halloween? I didn't plant these two here. That's what people should do. They should just go out on Halloween and just find the costume that coordinates with them, with the costume that they're already wearing. For like you, sir, what were you wearing?
I was a dad.
You were a dad. Dads get laid. Right? At least once. I like where you're going. What was she?
She was the mom.
She was the mom. I'm starting to think this wasn't a costume. Ask this guy behind you. What were you, my friend?
I was working.
You were working that day. You couldn't have dressed up for work? I mean, you are wearing shorts to this show. Thanks for dressing up. Appreciate it. I love this guy. He's like, honey, it's Saturday night. I'm taking you out. Get me my fancy shorts. Really? You mean the one on the hanger? Yep. No, I understand. That's cool. You like to stay cool. Yeah, it's 34 degrees out. That's awesome, dude. What do you do for a living that you had to go to work, you couldn't dress up?
Arrest bad people.
Yeah, you know, usually when I ask them what they do for a living, it doesn't take that long to answer. This guy had to think about it. You arrest bad people. Does that mean you're a police officer, sir?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow. This is. The only place in the country where people are applauding police officers. I think some of you are in trouble right now. But you know what? I'd like to do something I've never done on stage before. I've never been able to say this to a police officer. Fuck you. And so I'm gonna need some help getting out of Bend. Waterfall, create a distraction. Are we cool, sir? So they don't let you dress up as a police officer because you're already dressed up. Couldn't you have had like a superhero costume underneath? And you're just arresting someone, you're just like... So I just got back from Afghanistan. That was interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it was... Oh, thank you very much, everyone. No, it's okay. I was just there for the mountain biking, but... That gets a bigger applause break here. Everybody's like, war? No, mountain biking. We respect that. Weirdest thing that happened in Afghanistan, this bug bit me in my elbow and laid an egg inside of me. I got home, there was a creature growing in my elbow. I know, I thought it was gross too, but then I felt it kick for the first time. I realized it was kind of cool. I mean, as a guy, we never get a chance to give birth. I was loving it. I gained 20 pounds. I'm like, I'm eating for 2. My wife's pregnant, 5.5 months, yeah. She wants to know the sex of the baby before it's born. They can do that now. I don't want to know, even after it's born. I don't want to know. I don't want to pry into its personal life. Who am I, the Olympic Committee? I mean, either way, whatever sex it is, I'm going to raise it as a boy. But I live in Los Angeles now, and I don't want to shock any of you innocent people here this evening, because you guys are so natural and real here. But some of the women in Los Angeles have had surgical implants done inside their breasts. Yeah, you know what, ladies? Guys, can I speak for you? We love your breasts just the way they are. What I love about a woman's breast is how soft and pillowy they are against my skin. I don't need a hard breast against my skin, ladies. I don't need a sharp breast. I don't need to receive a paper cut from a nipple. Let's leave them alone. In the end, we're all going to be old and not quite as attractive. We need to accept that when we're young. You don't want to be 103 and have people say, your breasts don't look a day over 16. The rest of you looks like a pterodactyl scrotum. If I had surgery done on my body, I'd want to have something useful done, wouldn't you? I'd have like a tail installed for extra balance. And maybe I'd put like a pouch up front to keep my keys and crap. That'd be sweet. Your friend's like, dude, you got any food? Let me check my pouch. Got some Hot Pockets and a Skittle. People go on these crazy diets in Los Angeles, too. Yeah. Anybody tried this Atkins diet? Yeah, I don't think that's a great diet. Atkins died at the age of 52. I don't think it was from natural causes. As he was dying, somebody heard him whisper, get me some bread. And a potato. I'm not worried about how I look. I know that the weird, strange-looking people do great things in this world, right? It's the good-looking people that never do anything, because they never need to develop a personality. Do you think Einstein could have created the theory of relativity if he was hot? Do you think that the great master thespian Matthew McConaughey could have done the works that he's done if he was attractive? Impossible. But I'm not worried. I know trends change every 10 or 15 years. In the 1500s, the calf was considered the most erotic part of a person's body. They didn't have topless bars back then. They had sockless bars. So I'm not worried. I know in 10 or 15 years, short and balding will be hip again. That's right. And we will rule this earth with an iron fist. And tall people will walk the land in shame, like the hideous freaks that they are. Because I hate tall people with their long necks blocking the sun so that nothing can grow. Tall people are like the SUVs of humanity, sapping the earth of its strength. The thing I hate about tall people, they just assume everybody else in the world wants to be tall, just like them. That's not true. Just like people with hair just assume everybody without hair wants to have hair. That is true. But I always like being smaller. It's convenient. I used to get a sleepover with nothing but a pillow. I would just sleep in the pillowcase. I was proud I could fit in the dryer. And if you're tall and you don't play basketball, you are a waste of a tall person. You should kill yourself off. It's like if you're born with web feet, you should be a swimmer. Right? If you're born with a lot of flags in your house, you should be a flag dude. If you're born and you love cats, you should dress up as them for Halloween. If you're allergic to cats, you shouldn't have them in your house. If you're a very strange person, you should work at the funny farm. Right next to the love pool, where the goats play. If you're short and balding, you should be a comedian or a porn star. But I always like being smaller, right? Because I know in the end, people with large hands, they're all gonna die off. And we will evolve into creatures with two long, skinny fingers, so it's better to text message each other. Like, big giant ears to hear our cell phones, like, little tiny eyes because of our big screen TVs, like, I don't know why we'd make that noise. Most crowds think it's funny. Saw a bodybuilder walking the streets today. Any bodybuilders here with us tonight? Great, let's talk shit about them for a second. What earthly reason are there for the bodybuilders? What's the biggest thing you're gonna pick up in this day and age? Gallon of milk? I'm at the gym, I wanna say something to these guys. I walk over, can I work in with you? No, dude, I'm not done yet. I wanna go, you really are done. Your head looks like a ping pong ball. That's 500 pounds you're about to lift there. I don't know if you realize this, but they've got machines that'll lift that now. Check it out. Some of them wear the full spandex. How aerodynamic do you need to be at the gym? Is a tornado gonna whip through? I feel burned going to the gym. Think of what you're doing at the gym. You're paying them to lift their shit. I like to shop at the gym. I get most of my clothing there at the Lost and Found. It's pretty sweet. You should try it. You show up. I lost my shorts. Really, what do they look like? Well, they're like long pants, except short. Sometimes I get really cocky. I just walk in. I lost a big box with clothes in it. I don't like shopping. When I do go shop at the clothing store, I don't go to the dressing room. I don't have time for that. Did I shop with you this week? Because I did. I got thrown out of a Home Depot recently. I got naked putting on a tool belt. Nothing gets between me and my T-square. It was a weird week for me, I gotta tell you right now. I got a text message. Some girl dialed the wrong number and texted me. It was some girl dumping me by text. And it was weird. Even though I knew the message wasn't for me, still kind of hurt my feelings. Even met this girl yet? She's already dumping me? Plus, now I gotta find a guy named Chuck and break some really bad news to him. First, I was pissed. I just texted her back, enjoy the herpes. But I didn't send it. I decided to try to patch things up for my friend Chuck. I took a picture of a diamond ring and I texted it back to her. Yeah, Chuck's engaged. But that's no way to dump someone. You can't dump someone by text, right? There's gotta be better ways. I like it how people like propose on the scoreboard at baseball games. Yeah, great way to dump someone. Dear Chuck, game over. Relationships are tough, though. Are you two dating? You two? Married? How long?
Almost 15 years.
15 years. Wow, you guys, that didn't really impress you guys much. You know, you guys are like, no, that's not good enough. 15 years. Can somebody here top that? Yeah, how long? 25 years, yeah. Oh, no, wait, hey, don't clap, don't clap. This guy can beat it. 26. I think you're bullshitting us, sir. You standing up doesn't change that. 26 years, what's the secret, my friend?
Pure bliss.
That's a secret, or is that you trying to get some action tonight? Sure. It's hard. What's the hardest thing about the relationship? Now I'm getting curious. I think the hardest part is monogamy, right? Yeah. The minute you tell someone they can't do... Kind of feel like I'm missing part of the show here. The minute you tell someone they can't do something for the rest of their life, that's all they start to think about. You may not like carrot cake, but if I told you you could never eat it again, you'd think about it late tonight. You might crawl around the house and turn on your computer and look at pictures of carrots and cake. Yeah. Eventually, you'd break down. You'd go to like a 24-hour diner and maybe watch a 25-year-old piece of cake rotate around a pole. Maybe stick $5 in the frosting. Well, yeah, being married is fun, isn't it? It's great. When I got married, I decided to not have my wife change her last name. I personally think that's sexist. Thank you, ladies. That's right. Yeah. That's right. I had her change her first name. Cash's wife. When I was single, I did discover the secret to getting laid on the very first date. Anybody out there wondering getting laid on the first date? Anybody? Oh, I just saw a woman clapping here. That's weird for this portion of the show. I think for a woman to get laid on the first date, you just need to go on a first date. Have you been having problems? Are you dating now?
I've been married for about 13 years.
Oh, you've been married 13 years. Perfect time to go looking for a new love. Now, if you want to get laid on the first date, it's simple, my new friends. Save her life. You save a woman's life on the first date, you are in. Kind of hard to orchestrate sometimes. You know, got to push her over the tracks, pull her back. And it's always embarrassing when you lose one, but it's worth it. I appreciate you coming out tonight. I hope I haven't dominated too much of the conversation. And I hope I didn't offend anybody. I don't want to come to your loving metropolis and offend anyone tonight. You know, I do think the political correctness thing's probably gotten out of hand, though. I just heard recently they're taking the stutter away from Porky Pig. Politically incorrect to stutter. Now, I don't know about you people. I think it's pretty impressive the pig talks in the first place. Get off his back. No one gets in the other cartoon characters. Just Popeye offends steroid users. Does Yosemite Sam offend gay people? I'm just playing with you. You guys look like you just lost your best friend. Yosemite Sam's gay? Damn it. You guys are sprinting out to your trucks to pull off your mud flaps. I'll just leave you with this, guys. I went to my first Notre Dame football game last year. Yeah, it was fun. But there was this old lady sitting behind us singing the entire game. Every time a band would play, she'd pipe up. 90-year-old woman in our ear the entire game, just driving us crazy. The entire game, she was driving us crazy. It's been like 8 months, I still can't sleep anymore. I wake up middle of the night, she's hovered above me with a pom-pom. So I thought I'd bring the sickness to you people here tonight. You were such a weird crowd. You might not remember a word I say, but one of you is gonna wake up middle of the night, hopefully, bear hunter. Wake up middle of the night. But I've always thought the Shy Shy Lady should have like a greatest hits album. K-Tel presents the Shy Shy Lady with all your favorite classics. Shy, 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 shy. Shy, 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 shy. Give me a song. Anybody? Give me a song. Lady Gaga. That's a person. Again, very strange crowd tonight. Guys, I'm gonna try to say this as nicely as possible. Never be a crowd again. Okay, a 12-minute song. You know what? You guys really didn't need me tonight. You could do this shit every weekend. Just leave this stage blank and just yell weird shit at each other. Yeah, anybody? Eye of the Tiger. What century are you from? It's the Eye of the Tiger. But I've always wanted to sing the national anthem at a major sporting event. Wouldn't that be great? You know, hundreds of thousands of people are watching, and you know, you get out in the middle of the field, like, oh, say, can you for the land of the free and the home of the Thank you very much. I'll never forget you. Thank you so much.